Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that has intrigued psychologists, relationship experts, and pop culture enthusiasts alike for decades. Why are women often attracted to so-called bad boys? It's a question that seems to resurface in every generation, and the answer is far more complex than you might think. Is it just about the thrill of rebellion, or is there something deeper at play? We're going to explore the psychology of attachment and dig into the reasons behind this attraction. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get into it. The bad boy archetype. What does it mean? First, let's define what we mean by bad boy. In popular culture, the bad boy is often characterized by traits like confidence, rebelliousness, emotional detachment, and a certain disregard for rules or social norms. He's often portrayed as the charismatic outsider, the guy who breaks the rules and doesn't care what others think. This image has been romanticized in films, books, and TV shows, creating a powerful archetype that many women find intriguing, if not downright irresistible. But why is this archetype so compelling? What is it about the bad boy that makes him so attractive to some women? The answer lies in a complex mix of psychological factors, including attachment styles, early childhood experiences, and even evolutionary biology. The role of attachment styles. Let's start with attachment styles, which are one of the most significant factors in determining our relationship patterns. Attachment theory, originally developed by psychologist John Bowlby, suggests that our early relationships with our caregivers shape how we form bonds with others later in life. These early experiences create a blueprint for our adult relationships, influencing everything from how we handle intimacy to how we deal with conflict. There are generally 4 attachment styles: secure, anxious preoccupied, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant. For the sake of today's discussion, we'll focus on the anxious preoccupied and fearful avoidant styles, which are often linked to attraction to the bad boy type. Women with an anxious preoccupied attachment style tend to crave closeness and intimacy, but also fear abandonment. They may be drawn to bad boys because these men often present a challenge: emotionally distant, hard to pin down, and inconsistent. The unpredictability of a bad boy can trigger the anxious attachment system, leading to a cycle of craving affection and approval, which is only sporadically granted. This can create an intense emotional roller coaster, which, while unhealthy, can be mistakenly interpreted as passion or deep connection. On the other hand, women with a fearful avoidant attachment style may be drawn to bad boys because they reflect their own internal conflicts. These women might desire close relationships but also fear them, leading them to be attracted to partners who are emotionally unavailable or unreliable. The bad boy, with his mix of charm and aloofness, fits this dynamic perfectly, allowing these women to maintain a semblance of a relationship without risking true emotional vulnerability. The thrill of rebellion and danger. Another aspect to consider is the thrill of rebellion and danger. Bad boys often embody a sense of freedom, independence, and defiance against societal norms. For some women, especially those who have grown up in highly structured or restrictive environments, the bad boy represents a break from convention, a chance to experience something new, exciting, and potentially risky. This allure of danger is not just about physical risks, but also emotional and psychological ones. The uncertainty of being with a bad boy, never quite knowing where you stand, can create a heightened emotional state. This unpredictability can be addictive, providing an adrenaline rush that some women equate with love or deep attraction. According to a study published in the Journal of Research and Personality, individuals who are more sensation-seeking are more likely to be attracted to partners who exhibit dark personality traits such as narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy, all characteristics often associated with the bad boy archetype. This isn't to say that all women are drawn to danger, but for those who are, the bad boy represents an opportunity to step outside the boundaries of the familiar and explore a relationship dynamic that feels intense and consuming. Now let's talk about evolutionary biology. From an evolutionary perspective, the traits that define a bad boy, confidence, assertiveness, dominance, are often associated with the so-called alpha male. In the context of evolutionary psychology, women may be drawn to these traits because they historically signal strength, protection, and the ability to provide. The bad boy's confidence and dominance can be seen as indicators of genetic fitness, which might unconsciously appeal to women who are biologically wired to seek out strong, capable partners. This doesn't mean that women are consciously looking for someone to protect them, but these traits may trigger deep-seated evolutionary preferences. A study in evolution and human behavior found that women are more likely to be attracted to men who exhibit dominance and assertiveness, particularly when they are ovulating. This suggests that there may be a biological component to the attraction to bad boys linked to reproductive strategies. However, it's important to note that these evolutionary impulses can sometimes conflict with modern social expectations and personal desires. While the alpha traits might be initially attractive, they don't always translate into long-term relationship satisfaction, especially if those traits come with a lack of emotional availability or stability. Media and pop culture also play a significant role in shaping our perceptions of relationships and attraction. From classic films to contemporary TV shows, the bad boy is often romanticized as the ultimate love interest, the one who, despite his flaws, can be saved by the right woman. This narrative reinforces the idea that attraction to bad boys is normal, even desirable. Characters like James Dean's Rebel in Rebel Without a Cause, Danny Zuko in Grease, or more modern examples like Damon Salvatore in The Vampire Diaries perpetuate the trope of the bad boy who just needs the love of a good woman to change his ways. This storyline can be incredibly compelling, feeding into the fantasy that love can transform even the most troubled soul. However, this narrative can also be misleading. In reality, relationships with bad boys often don't have the fairy tale ending depicted on screen. The idea that someone can be changed through love alone ignores the complex dynamics of personality, attachment, and individual agency. It's important to recognize the difference between fantasy and reality when it comes to relationships, and to understand that real change comes from within, not from external validation or influence. While we've discussed many reasons why women might be attracted to bad boys, it's also important to acknowledge that people can change. Not every relationship with a bad boy is doomed to fail, and not every bad boy remains that way forever. Sometimes these relationships can be catalysts for personal growth for both partners. It's possible for someone with bad boy tendencies to recognize the impact of their behavior and make a conscious effort to change, particularly if they are in a supportive and healthy relationship. However, it's crucial that this change comes from genuine self-reflection and a desire to grow, rather than from external pressure or the belief that love alone can fix someone. For women who find themselves consistently attracted to bad boys, it's worth exploring the underlying reasons for this pattern. Understanding your own attachment style, recognizing the influence of past experiences, and being aware of the impact of media and cultural narratives can help you make more informed decisions about your relationships. Attraction is a complex, multifaceted phenomenon, and there's no single answer to why women are often drawn to bad boys. It's a mix of psychology, biology, personal history, and cultural influences. But by understanding these factors, we can start to make more conscious choices about who we let into our lives and how we navigate our relationships. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me on this deep dive into the psychology of attraction. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What are your experiences with the bad boy archetype? Let's continue the conversation there. End of video.